Hey everyone, welcome to SECTalk with DerlyG, episode 3. Okay everyone, today we're talking about Avid Secure's infrastructure security service. It's a software as a service that helps you with your AWS. Now, I'll go more into that later, but basically this video out of the 3 episodes I've made so far is a little bit long. In the description below, I have the sections by minute and seconds that they start. Feel free to jump ahead if that's what you need to do, if you're not interested in watching the whole video. Now also, I'm going to be coming out with my first episode of SECTalk Shorts. It's basically a sub-channel where I go over various subjects of the day or the week. I just want to cover quickly and straight to the point. So the first one's going to be a quick review of this product. And with that, let's get started. Avid Secure is a software as a service that helps you monitor your infrastructure as a service platforms in the public cloud. Now, some other competitors might do both private or on-prem and public cloud. Avid Secure is focused on public cloud. Right now, they're 100% ready for AWS. They're going to be 100% for Azure in 2 months, and soon after the Google Cloud Platform. So, if you don't understand some of these terminologies, you might want to look up what cloud is, the various service models, etc. Just to clarify, it is a software as a service that helps you monitor your infrastructure as a service in the public cloud today. Some of you are probably wondering why this is needed today when you have SIEM, you have CASB out there. Customers are being breached who have data in AWS, especially the infrastructure as a service. They're not properly meeting their end of the shared responsibility model. It's just that simple. This tool helps you meet your responsibilities by providing you with more situational awareness. Just the other day, I posted this on my LinkedIn. And for those of you who are not following me on LinkedIn or Twitter, I frequently post examples for lack of cloud security and things you should be aware of related to data security as well. So hit me up on LinkedIn or Twitter. So here's an example of what I was just talking about. Honda in India has possibly exposed 50,000 customers because of a lack of AWS configuration within their S3. As you can see, this is happening all the time, and products like this are coming out in the market in an explosive way because CASB and SIEMs just aren't providing the situational awareness that customers need today. Okay everyone, this is an Excel spreadsheet or my comparison page where I have broken down all the capabilities of this new genre into 3 sections: GRC, DevSecOps, and security monitoring. I'm going to try and hit all these in the video, and we will follow up on this comparison at the end of the video. First thing, great job Avid Secure on keeping the dashboard nice and clean and simple to the point. The alert summary color scheme is using the Homeland Security threat colors. That's awesome. I love how you have the total compliance over here. Total changes, just 4 sections, nice and to the point. And network activities broken down by delete, modify, new by the various subsections or main areas you want to focus on within AWS. Next, I'm going to cover the GRC capabilities. Let's go over to policies first. And here within policy, you can see there's about 9 policies currently created within this account. This is not a total amount of policies you could absolutely create, but just a quick view and an example. Within your first 45 days, you can also ask Avid Secure to provide you with some assistance in creating new policies. So if you want to make a SOC 2 with a little bit of CSA run into it, or if you have some internal governance requirements, you can do that. Speaking of SOC 2, let's jump into SOC 2. As you can see, they have the controls. Now, these are not all the controls. So, for example, physical access controls, all you see is the logical access. initially, and that's because you're not really responsible for physical access when it comes to AWS, right? You're responsible for the logical access. So with AWS and most public clouds, there's a shared responsibility model. This tool is here to help you make sure you're meeting your end of the shared responsibility model, because that's where the hacking is happening, is the customers are failing to do what they need to do to secure their public cloud tenants, right? So this tool helps you with that. Next, I want to show you if, for example, you wanted to modify maybe the standard SOC 2 compliance. So basically, you could just take a compliance, you can copy it, change the name, add labels, change and enable the various controls, change the severities. Guardrails, I'm not sure what they are. I'll cover them 6 months from now when Avid Secure can do Azure and Google Cloud Platform. I plan on updating my review. Let's move on to the next section. Okay, everyone, next I'm going to show you the report section. Now, I can't go into too much detail because Avid Secure asked me not to. There's a lot of intellectual property within this section. They're still using the DHS color scheme, and here you can dive deep into reports based on policy, all right? And you can see, let's see, for example, I think you actually clicked on the failed section, and then you can jump into what's failing here. Okay, let's move on. This is one of my favorite sections. Let's take a deep dive. So basically what this does, it's going to auto map you basically a Visio style diagram map, right? But it automates it, which is really great. So in real time, this is something that takes weeks to do. I've had to do this by hand recently. So not only the hand reviewing of individual controls in a cloud environment like AWS, but making a diagram, it takes weeks to months to do, and you have to work with a lot of different full-time employees within the client side. So this is really great. So not only does it automate this for you, but you can click on an individual instant, and I think you can actually watch, you can see all the traffic, and then you can actually filter. Look at this map. This is really great. You can just take a screenshot and save this as an artifact. This is awesome. So as you can see in the S3 section, similar color scheme. It's going to show you what's public facing, how many total you have. I can't tell you enough how much people really stress bucket security because of all of the hacks that have gone on in AWS. Is usually a lack of proper security hygiene within controlling access to the bucket. So it shows you public access, what's encrypted or not encrypted, S3 buckets, which is great. You know what? One thing I want to say before I move on to the CloudTrail section is that this type of data takes, again, weeks to gather. So it's a huge time saver. CloudTrail section. So this is pretty much giving you some good CloudTrail data that you can see here. I understand that you can go into your AWS and Cloud to get that data, but it's nice that you can also get it here. And you can actually see the code as evidence, right? Of all the details here, and it's collected. So that's great also. Before we move on, I want to show you the alert section real quick. I kind of skipped it earlier. So the alert section, as you can see, uses the same color scheme, which is great. It's going to show you all the alerts right here. If you want to dig deep into an alert, you're going to go over to this I section, brings up the summary, description, the alert ID, and then you can automate making a ticket, which is great. Okay, so next thing is the policy. The type. You can filter here. You can just show me all the alerts that are based on policy right here. Awesome. And then what's also a cool capability is you can do the anomalies, which is based on the AI alerts. So, okay, this is great. And then if you click on the eye, you can dig in deeper and then get all the great information that you need. Let me show you the Google Searchlight features next real quick. And as you can see, it has a drop down already, or you can just straight type. Let's see, let's practice. And that's, I want to be lazy and not type it all out. Let's do passwords, or password, and hit search, right? Shows you everything where there's an alert where the password is the key phrase. And for DevSecOps capabilities, you can come in, you can see all the data, and then actually you can auto remediate, and then I can add a node. Please fix as soon as possible, right? Or whatever it is. And then you can remediate, but I can't do that here. Okay, so this is great. Like it a lot, and let's move on. Let me show you something in visibility on the host side. I wanted to make clear that there's a lot of great data that you can see here on the endpoints or the host instances, whatever you call it. I think it's really clean, and I really love how great you can get accurate information up to date continuously. Also, I want to make sure that you guys are aware that with Avid Secure, you can also verify your hosts are patched. Now, technically, it's agentless by Avid Secure's point of view because they don't provide you an agent. What you can choose to do is use Amazon's agent. So you're using Amazon's agent through their agent on your host. They can show you within their system if you have a system that's patched or not in meeting policy. So as you saw, the Avid Secure software as a service platform is pretty interesting. I love the layout. I have verified here that it does all the items in this column. I'm using them pretty much as a template to review this genre of products, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks or months I'll be able to do this same review with some of the other competitors like Avid MDL9. However, for now, I can definitely say that compared to CASB products that I've seen so far and used, I think it's a great tool to use for AWS infrastructure as a service. And I hope in the next month or two, as they come out with their Azure capabilities, I'll do an update to this product review. Okay, everyone, thank you for checking out our very first product review. It's a review of Avid Secure's infrastructure security service. And if you want to see more reviews like this, hit me up in the comments below and let me know what products you want me to review next related to cloud and data security. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, follow me on social media and subscribe to my YouTube channel.